Hello YouTube, Marauders here, and these are the pens for the Surface Pro 3 and the Surface Pro 4 version. Okay, so if you see the previous Surface Pro 3 pens, you had two buttons on the barrel. One was the erase button and one was the right click button. But of course that's changed in the Surface Pro 4 pen, whereas there's only one button and it's hidden on this flat edge here. You can hear it click. Okay, and the eraser is actually on the eraser butt. So I guess some people might prefer this as a more natural way of erasing, as you just write and then you flip around to do erasing. But I don't know, personally I would have preferred it on the tip because it's faster to activate. And of course, the other difference between the Surface Pro 4 pen and the Surface Pro 3 pen is that it now has two magnets. One's on the cap, one's in the body. So this would allow it to use the new method of storing the pen on the Surface Pro 4 itself, which is that you just stick it on the side and you can carry it around. But as I had mentioned before, when I had the first Surface Pro, using magnets to store pens on your tablet sucks, because they will definitely come off. They will definitely come loose and they'll definitely come off. So I still don't like the idea of using a magnet. But in any case, there's also one more less visible change on the pens other than the placement of the buttons and the magnet. And oh yeah, the Surface Pro 4 pen is not fully round, so this is actually a flat edge, so you can actually rest it. Okay, fine. I mean, the click actually stops it from rolling, but the main thing at the flat edge is of course to stick it onto the side of the Surface Pro 4. But I guess some people might prefer to hold it. And one other thing here is that for the Surface 3 pen, while it runs on everyone knows that it runs on a 4A battery, as I've shown before. But if you look at the instructions carefully, you see that it actually not only does it have the 4A battery, you can actually unscrew the cap and you find two button cells. So what the button cells power is that it actually power, if I'm not mistaken, it powers the Bluetooth button that when you press the pen cap, the eraser butt, you can call up OneNote. So that's what the button cells should be for. And the 4A battery is just power the pen. So with the Surface Pro 3 pen, as you can see, it's pretty simple deal of just screwing open the pen and replacing the battery. Now there's a slight little problem with the Surface Pro 4 pen, and the first thing is when you try to just unscrew it, you feel that it's kind of tight, whereas the original pen, you can just turn it and it just comes off. You notice that this is kind of tight. Actually, does it actually come out? And it does, but it's not like the old pen, and that's why I'm making this video, because I'm pretty sure you can break this if you don't open this properly. So let me just show how to open it. You just grip the pen and you just twist until you hear a click, and then you pull it out. Now, the main difference here is that when we look at this pen assembly, you notice that it only uses a 4A battery. There are no longer are there needs for a button cell. And that's probably what's contributing to the fact that how you have to open this pen very weirdly. It's not a screw or anything, because even though there's still a Bluetooth button in this pen, everything is now powered purely by this 4A battery. Therefore, in order for the pen, for current to reach the transmitter here, they had to use a special contact. You can see the contacts here, and it's lined into the pen. So you can't just use, because of that, you can't just screw the pen in and out. So what you have to do is you have to be very careful about putting the pen in. There's an exact position which you must put the pen in and pull the pen out. So if you look at the pen here, you can see there's a little nub here. It's not a perfect circle. There's a small little nub here at the corner, and that corner is where this little bit needs to go. So when you finish, when you're replacing the batteries, you have to put it back, and you make sure that this silver bit slides into the nub. Now, if you don't do this properly, when you try and just close it and lock it back in, it's very likely you will damage these contacts. And I'm pretty sure if you damage these contacts, you will lose the eraser functionality as well as the Bluetooth functionality, because that's probably what's carrying the current. So once again, look closely, align the silver bit to the hole, and then click and close it off. Now, when you're opening the pen, because it's a bit tight, you might be tempted to use the clip as a grip for you to twist the top off, but please don't. As I was been trying to open it, I turned it and I heard a weird thwack sound come out from my cap. So I'm pretty sure I loosened it or damaged it a bit. So just when you're trying to turn it, just hold it. Just hold the pen body and cap. Try not to exert too much force on the cap, just again. So remember, you want to twist it counterclockwise. Just turn it, and you don't need to turn it much. It's just a very little, just once you loosen it until it's about diagonal like this, you just turn it a little bit, it won't go anymore, and then you can just pull it out. So horribly irritating. I'm glad that the pen's battery will last about a year or so. So hopefully it's not something you need to do frequently. But once again, that's very irritating. Now I guess it makes it good that you only need to replace one battery, but opening, I wonder how many people are going to damage or break the cap just because they need to open it to change the batteries. Okay, I can't believe I'm ranting about the pen yet again, but there we go. Okay, this is Marauders. See you on the next video.